I just did a little movie on posting items. And there's a few items that I wanted to show you in this pickup that are definitely going to be things that I'm going to post and sell on, and then use the profits to hopefully buy some things that we as a family will enjoy, or things that I wanted to buy and try out. So I've got some of those, and I've got some things that are keepers as well. And I'll show you where I got them from and what I'm planning on doing with them. So, where did this come from? Okay. Right, so first one is a purchase from EB Games. Let's get it out so the bag doesn't make too much noise while I'm talking. I ended up buying these games here, which are all 3DS games. I bought these online. I didn't realise, but after, I guess, games have been sitting on the shelves for a long time and they are getting, they're taking them down in price to try and sell those games and move them on. EB Games ends up selling some for super cheap. And I didn't realise that you can get such games for really cheap, and they're quite available, and the way to be able to search for those. So what I did is I went onto the EB Games website. I was actually looking for something else, and I came upon the Yokai Watch games and a bunch of others. But then there's a section that you can say that you want to click and collect, and it's a bit of a horrible website to use, actually, the EB Games website. But basically, I went to the system, so 3DS, and then I made sure I was looking at new items, and then I went from a price range up to $10. And I found these on sale, Yokai Watch number 1 and Yokai Watch 2 Bonus Spirits. They have been on sale for $5, but they're only at specific stores. So then when you say yes, you'd like those and put them in your cart, when you go to checkout, then you can choose the stores that you want, and you can have a look at the stores at where these ones are being sold. After you do that, you can put in a quantity, and I started with 5 because 5 is the maximum amount of one item that you can get. And then when it said it didn't have it available, then I went 4, 3, and so on until I figured out how many they had. So I thought I'd give this a go. I bought 2 copies of Yokai Watch 1, and I bought 3 copies of Yokai Watch 2 Bonus Spirits, and they were $5 each. So all in all, I've got $25 in. I'm $25 in, and they actually don't sell for a great deal, but that one there has sold, I think, for around $14 on eBay already, and that will mean that the profits on that one should be, after fees and postage, should be around, well, $8, maybe a little bit more. Profits on that one, after I take away the $5 that I've spent on it and the eBay fees and the postage, it won't be much. It will be around $5, maybe a little bit less. So if I could make that on all of those, then it's a little bit of money for a fair bit of work, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that and then make some of these other games free, is the main aim. Right, while I went to EB Games to pick up my order, I also found The Evil Within 2 on Xbox One for $5. Another strange thing that EB Games does, I found this one which was pre-owned, and I think it was $7 at EB Games. And while I was walking around, I was having a look through the shelves, and I found it on the Xbox One shelf in the news section for $5. So sometimes that's happened to me a few times where you pick up one game and find it in the EB game store or other stores as well for a totally different price, and it can sometimes be an upgrade like this one. Got the new one for $5 rather than $7 for the pre-owned one. I have number 1, haven't played it, but number 2 was so cheap I thought I'd pick that up as well and hopefully find some time to give them a go. Same trip, there was a Cash Converters, which is pawn shop just around the corner, so I had a look in there as well. Found 3 games from there. Sunset Overdrive. I've heard good things about this, but it goes super cheap, so it's a bit of a risk. But then again, for $5, hopefully, even if it's a little bit of fun, $5 isn't much to spend. So that one, it was selling for more than that in store for different copies. Again, I had a little dig around in Cash Converters and managed to find that one for $5 instead of the $8 I think the other copies were going for. An Xbox game, Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. I've got a fair few of the other Battlefield games on Xbox 360, but have not got this one. Haven't played it, not sure what it's like. I thought $3 was an okay price to pay for something that I have no idea if it's going to be good or not. I was happy with this one. Found Cabela's Dangerous Hunt 2011 for the Wii, and that one already had a bit of a go at on the shooter arcade that I've made, and that one is actually a lot of fun as a light gun kind of arcade style shooter. I'm not sure what the story mode type thing would be like, but the arcade sections were really fun. And then I went to an op shop, didn't find any games, but found a few CDs that are certainly from an era that I've got lots of CDs from. So Offspring Smash, these were $2. Queens of the Stone Age Songs for the Deaf. That's the only album of theirs that I've heard. I like it, I don't love it, but I think it's really good. But yeah, I haven't listened to any other ones of their albums. And 28 Days Stealing Chairs. 28 Days is an Australian band, and it's one of those type of it's one of those things where it would be good to be able to buy a retail copy of the music. But in saying that, I've been to a bunch of 28 Days shows. I've got a bunch of their CDs that I've bought at their proper retail price. I don't mind this one, I don't love it, but it's certainly one that I'll keep and put with my other 28 Day stuff, including my signed 28 Days drumstick there. So happy to have that one and put it with the rest. Yeah, so not a great deal of stuff that I got from the shops this time, but I'm glad that I've got some things that are actually going straight into my game room, or the game room, straight into the game room instead of things that I need to flip and then make money on. Yes, the EB games 3DS copies will be sold, but the rest of the stuff was all keepers, which doesn't always happen that way. So it was nice to find those things. I shot all that and forgot to open one of the packages. So cheap game. Really, I think I saw this one on got a bit of a reminder on Metal Jesus, one of his videos. It is a game that I've played through, and a game that I enjoyed when I played through it. And then it was one that over time fell out of the game room some way, and thought it was time that I get it back because the price is right at the moment. I think I paid maybe $5 total for this one to get it posted to me. And as we can see from the front, they spent $3.30 on stamps. So the super cheap game. Alright, so we have Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Conviction. And it says it's a bundle copy, not to be sold separately. So I'm not quite sure what that came with. Right, well, hopefully I keep finding the time to put these up and finding the time to find things. And so far, lucky in my area that we haven't had a lot of cases of COVID. So that we're able to keep doing this, which has been great, and hopefully it continues that way. So hopefully I'll see you soon. If not, if I'm not able to do the pickups, then I might even shoot some stuff around the room and actually show you some of the things that we have in the game room. So that's something that I plan on doing as well. Not just showing the pickups, but showing some things around the room and showing some kind of unique things. So hopefully I'll see you again next time.